following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
There's nothing I won't do for both of you. That goes for you as well, Harm.
Shut up!
Because she doesn't like mushiness, so she has to concentrate. Or maybe a bit of both.
Well, as you can hear, it's fixed.
Yeah, sounds like a plane.
Perfect. We just need to wait for the others to come back.
Hello.
Oh, you're back.
That was
Perfect.
fast.
Erika has a couple of bags packed with stuff.
Got all my stuff.
We had to kill a few corporate security, but otherwise it was fine.
No, I mean, they're not really people anyway.
No, they're robots.
Well, there wasn't really enough time to do anything non-lethal about it. You need to give me a gun like that. I don't even have any more of my secret weapon.
Secret weapon?
Seal it. Gets into... Like it's nothing, just gets into the helicopter and starts stowing her stuff. It has heaps of uses.
And the bear is just like...
It's really good at keeping people unconscious for a while. Takes a lot of doses to deploy it against a bunch of people, though.
Isn't that incredibly dangerous?
And illegal.
Well, I'm not a cop.
We are.
We're not in Night City.
We're going to be soon.
Please forget I said anything. Well, I don't use it for any rapey stuff. Just for acquisitions.
Well, it's more the fact that they've been based on what we read. If you give overdose somebody on sea, then you can't do it.
Well, that's why it takes kind of so much to turn it into a gas. It would be hard to overdose someone.
We're taking off.
Never.
I have to be in. My boyfriend.
I know. He's nicer now than he was before.
Why? What was he? That old thing?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you've been shot in the head.
I know.
I'm sorry for whatever I might have done. I don't remember.
That was just what you said. You didn't do
Sorry for
anything.
what I said.
You weren't really in a state to do much. And then the doctors had you. Stupid asshole doctors.
So, those coordinates.
Oh, I gave them to John, and I'm sending them to her.
It'll do. You zoom out over the desert as the rising sun lights the scene. You can see it on the little monitors.
Incredible.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss the nice scenery of that. The desert's really pretty.
Well,
Nice.
they still get like bright red sunsets and sunrises.
Almost nice to get out of Night City.
We are approaching a small bunker set into a fenced-off open perimeter. I'll put you down outside.
Right. Then it's probably best you dust off again.
Wait. I'm detecting an architecture. There's a node on that little bunker.
Well, it makes sense if it's an emergency bunker.
Can you net run it?
I'm too far away.
Could you net run it if I hovered right over it?
Yes.
Right. Barrow, Straker, you're getting off outside.
That's all I brought for.
No, you're right.
Forgot about it earlier.
Ready just in case. Drop out wherever the landing zone.
Inside the perimeter, you can see some corporate security wandering around. They see the helicopter pass directly overhead, and they just like exchange a
going to be a quiet entrance. We couldn't get a strafing run, could we?
Busy hovering. Shut up.
Okay.
Into exit. What are you doing? Charging across the open field, dangerously and violently?
We're looking for things we could use as cover along the way.
There isn't any.
Rocks.
Not a one. It's been groomed clean.
That fucking word again. It only results in bad things.
Well, I suppose I could have set this slightly to the south and east of Cold Rocks at Groom Lake. No.
Call them Maldives.
But they've got plenty of hair on their head. Oh!
Eric is saying that everyone's
This feels awful.
roughed up pretty bad. She was hopped off that helicopter too.
Her bright corporate clothing will make her an obvious target. The guards go like,
Bang, 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 bang.
And she'll have to leave that
Maybe her
charge.
bright corporate clothing will make them think she's an ally.
She got off that helicopter.
then a big metal scorpion kills all the guards. Just rips up out of the ground.
That's awesome.
I was getting you guys all psyched up for some more comments. Like, nah. The Netrunner has taken control of the drone and is just using it to murderize the guards.
Uh-huh.
I want one of those.
You want to take it with you? You can't fit it on the helicopter. That thing's massive.
We'd have to fly real slow. We'd run out of fuel waiting for it to catch up.
You can just hook onto the other side of the helicopter.
Probably
Aerodynamics.
Please tell me that was you, Babette.
Okay, that was me.
Good.
Babette.
Now, Miss White would love that for motorpool. But I don't think we can get it back.
You could ride it side saddle like those Walkmen in Gungrave. Just riding on top of a bike, side saddle, and then we find out it's got a sidecar. It's like, why weren't you in that? What's wrong with you?
I mean, I'd do that if I knew it wasn't going to take like 2 weeks to get it all the way back to
And we'd never
Night
survive.
City.
You want to take 2 weeks to get back to Night City? Because you can. Think of all the adventures you could have on your crusade.
Strong, we're a week late back because we found this cool scorpion.
All is forgiven.
I can imagine it would go down that way.
I mean, if we were giving it to the priest.
And the machine gun, helpful bullets.
Right, let's make a move on this bunker.
You pretty much just walk up to the bunker and open the door. Because the Netrunner has opened the door.
Got eyes on inside.
Crack! No,
Lisa?
into your face.
Oh,
Is it Lisa?
No.
Oh.
can I evade?
You didn't know it was coming. It was dark in there.
Was it Alice?
Yes.
Oh.
Might be dead.
You got a hit armor.
Not enough. It only blocks 3 points. Oh, unless she's just brawling.
Well, remember, no, it is actually just brawling. Let's. I have a lot of spot weakness, and I'm not using it. Apply damage to John Barrows through his Kevlar helmet. Do you have more than 10 hit points?
Yes.
Then you are alive.
I have
You
one.
have 1 hit point. That's okay. Erica has a speed heal and a mid-tech proficiency.
Yes.
So,
you can have
at
some
lunch,
hours.
after lunchtime,
Oh.
you can get some hit points back.
Because she healed you.
Yeah, well, so I was like, did you get another one yet? But send out the lunch stuff.
She's got tons of nice skills. She's got like exec to 4 levels, which means like because that's a roll ability, like when you have to be set up in your new job.
So I'm guessing what I see is Barrows opens the door, steps in, and then
just
he
goes,
gets
and just goes
this
flying
big
out there.
fist
This is
out the
fist.
door.
I think I got him.
Oh, my face.
You punched Barrows.
Bunch of like Chiefs players peer out. And
I would have done
and
a
they're
lot.
just like, oh, Ravens supporters. This is fine.
I would have been bringing the assault rifle to the air
I
before
looked
seeing
down, I was
that
like,
it's
yeah,
Alice.
the Lumberjack.
Lisa runs out over to Barris. Oh my God, Alice! What did you think you were doing? I wanted to hit him.
I think you nearly killed me.
Good. Still got it.
Help me out.
Of course.
I
I can't believe you came here.
this way. I say.
Yeah, just here.
Hard bridge at this rate.
Just here and nowhere else.
Are you all kidnapped? What's going on?
Alice is like, it is purportedly a standard evacuation protocol if the team receives a clear and present threat. However, one of the guards is on my payroll. I don't see him.
Also, isn't she not part of the team anymore?
Well, that's why I thought it might be kidnapped.
And,
Erica's like, technically it's just a procurement measure.
oh, Scorpion, got it.
The Scorpion's just like, huh. Netrunner?
Yeah.
So, look,
Wait, is this Mitch or Doug?
neither of them are here.
Oh, okay.
They're under arrest in Night City.
So we did get them.
Yes.
Okay.
Because what they did what they did is not necessarily a big crime per se, but it violated league rules, which makes the bottom line bad, and therefore
and
so much worse.
It becomes
the-
part of
yeah.
Corporate Affairs
And
Bureau.
the league itself is above any of the individual teams, no matter how big a corporations they are. The league itself,
Because the league has the biggest backers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
that's
though
true.
like those backers may also like be invested in particular teams, it's like yes, but you all only operate because of the league.
And they can
gives
always
them-
support another team.
Yeah, and that gives them the power. I mean, like, the league can just enforce, like, penalties, league points and that, which makes your bottom line look worse because now you're supporting a team that's got a deficit.
and they might want to use these players as scapegoats for some reason. Like examples.
And if I kind of team is kind of good. Are we being evacuated? I will,
You will need the rest of your team.
take Lisa. She doesn't belong here.
Your boss is dead, by the way.
So it is. More bosses.
Hopefully better ones. I left a nice executive lady in my life because I think she was just misled.
Oh, she was a bodyguard.
I'll have a look at the rest of the Chiefs team.
Just send word to someone to come get us.
Will do.
We're not getting out of here. You really think we're all going to fit on that?
Sorry about the loss. Let's look at the rest of the team.
Man, fuck you.
Come along, Lisa. Erica will be just sort of like, still kind of hanging around. It's like looking at Alice.
Good job. You better get going.
You should. I'm going with him now. You said you had guys on your payroll at the
Yeah.
Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Is Albus one of them?
Of course not.
We might need a new job. We might need a bailout. Advantage you. He's effective, competent, cool. I'll say no more. I'm your biggest fan. Could you sign this?
Yes. Huh. They're not even it.
You got a Lisa one as well. They won't be making those anymore. We'll need some money to set up.
You better get going.
Step away.
Fangirls. Well,
Oh, you got any messages from Nova? Okay.
She's probably surprised that we didn't drag her into this too.
I'm surprised you didn't drag her into this. You seem to be determined to get all the younger staff killed before they can grow up and learn.
Hey, Lena, want to come with us and fight Militech?
Yay! I'll get my buddy slippers.
The armor fluff. You mean Jack right now?
It's like a fuzzy down spread.
SP1.
Imagine how fucking useless SP1 armor jack would be.
A 1d6 weapon would have a 1 in 6 chance of
Chance
not
of
getting through.
I suppose it would prevent all of the it would prevent some minor 1 damage tick stuff, so long as it hadn't sustained any damage and therefore ablated away. Like someone just going.
No, it would be really effective because she'd instantly lose it. Then she'd go, arrows, make her that big meanie damage my thing.
I'll break all of his limbs.
Yeah.
Back aboard, Seawolf.
Oh God.
Help my lovely lady aboard.
You sicken me.
Oh, I have to sicken them.
Right, now I have
Get
to
the
calculate
balance
how much
horrible.
time a slightly damaged helicopter is going to take to get back to Cold Rock, to Night City. And, oh well, so I'm getting answers like that. So actually just from Nevada to Coronado Bay, which is where Night City is set, the actual, straight line trip, assuming you can hit Mach 2 again, would be minutes.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Just under an hour.
damn.
Of course, on the way here, we were following a race path that wasn't a straight line.
It was windy,
But I think
Which also explains why I got the map, the night variants of the map, because I think I was originally had worked this out and was like, they'll be there, they'll leave in the evening and they'll be there before midnight. That was, I think, what caused that.
I guess it's also up to Harmony that she still feels like she should complete the last leg of the race properly.
Well, I mean, you've got a shit ton of additional meat
Yeah.
in the chopper now, so we'll say it's going to take an hour and a half to 2 hours to get back.
Obviously not optimal speed with the damage and everything.
Yes. I mean, she's done what she can. But so yes, Lisa's just like, I cannot believe you flew all the way to a bunker in the middle of nowhere to save me.
Well, I suppose I should be honest. We didn't go to the bunker first. We went to Cold Rocks.
Oh, John.
We went to the Chief's HQ.
Oh, by the way, did you hand those shards over to Babette on the way back at all?
I'll hand it over the fake ones and just check these in case they're a trap or something.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool. She can check me when she's in the computer.
I can use the computer to help me.
But for now, hold
Oh,
on to
these
the
are
ones.
just videos of ladies in the shower. Oh, so many sexy women. Feel inadequate.
But yeah, we
Are you joking?
We. No, she's not joking. No.
we did go to the Chief's HQ, and we might have shot the shit up.
What?
Yeah. Landed on the helipad. Fought our way to Vicari. I thought you'd be there. Terrence told me you'd been taken and you weren't far behind us. Then I saw an AV land on the top of the building. You weren't in it, apparently.
No, we haven't been near it.
Yeah.
What's it? Were you not taken?
We were, but we were taken to the emergency hidden evacuation secret bunker.
So you weren't kidnapped. You were just.
I mean, I'm no longer employed with them, so I do view it as a kidnapping.
Well, Vicari won't be a problem anymore.
What?
He took a short trip. I think got spread out over a very wide area. In fact, we probably brought some of it back with us.
he got to the chopper.
I got what he has on you. I think.
You think?
I haven't looked, and I didn't give it to Babette to check. That's up to you. If you want to know what it is.
No one's looked at
I
it.
am curious.
Or if this is even it.
I mean, I am curious.
We could always find somewhere where you could look at it.
Because Babette is not to be trusted.
Well, it's up to Lisa if she wants you to know whatever it might be.
Yeah, it's not that we don't trust you, honey. It's a privacy thing.
And I feel like I've already broken too much of her personal privacy. At the game, I broke into the locker room. The chief's locker room.
You did?
Yeah. I had to know who I was going after. So I had to check your agent. Sorry.
Do you have a warrant?
No. Oh, actually, yes.
Yes, we did.
Well, then I guess I can't complain. It was all nice and legal.
If you want to check mine. That's...
It's alright, John. There's nothing on that I don't... I guess you don't already know.
Except for the name I needed. And now he's gone.
You murdered a man because he was threatening me.
Well, he also threatened us. Hired a bunch of, what were they? Enemy stand users to try to kill us. I just wanted to negotiate with him. Come to some kind of deal. But I suppose using that, vehicle at the speed brawl to shoot the shit out of the one he was escaping in, and it might have gone a little too far. It's been a long day and a bit.
I don't even know what to think. I'm obviously very grateful you came to get me. And I appreciate you trying to get rid of whatever it was.
Well, it's not just you. We had to protect Stephanie and the other girls in the locker room you were so concerned about.
Yeah, well, we need more of those sleazy contracts.
And I met another fan of yours. Never did get his name. Oh, I did right at the end.
I think I need sleep.
Me too. We'll probably still got some time before we hit Night City.
We're there.
Oh. Time to find out if I'm getting arrested.
It was our day off.
No, Mansour's jet is like already there.
Now they beat us here even with the straight line deck.
Yes, well, I mean, I did hang around a bit extra time to cover you and do what I said I'd do.
Thanks.
It's the least I could do, after all.
Sorry, Harm.
You rescued my friend.
You know, if I've learned anything from this, you really should try to reach out and get the things you want, or the people you want.
She just pats her helicopter. I have the thing I want.
But the person. I'll just lean back and look out the window.
Well, she heads off to deal with Mansour, and you head off to the waiting paddy wagon, and the stern-looking police officers pointing at you saying,
Come you a dollar. Who is it?
strong.
Of course.
Lieutenant. I'm going to take off my hat. Right.
Get in the wagon.
Yes, ma'am.
Come along, Lisa.
Thank you. Lieutenant? Don't even talk to me.
Oh, she's with us.
okay.
Help with the
In. But this is a paddy wagon.
In.
Two of the cops get in back. They're the night police. Even though the sun is up. They're like...
Gentlemen.
Cool. Not a lovely woman with you. Are any of you ladies single?
No, I'm with him.
Take him.
I suddenly have a boyfriend too.
Oh, it's a shame. That's a shame.
He's big and strong, and he'll blow anyone up.
Oh my god, how did you climb so high in the executive world like this?
Now backwards. It's a little outside of her comfort zone.
Get back to the precinct. You're bustled into an interview room.
Together or?
No, separately. We'll start with you, Straker, because you've had less to do.
Yeah, Lieutenant, how have things been in our absence?
Watson's gone to shit. In 2 little days, we have lost much progress. We called upon you to do some overtime in that regard, but you weren't in town, which caused a bit of panic. Many officers lost some sleep looking for you lot, and then we found out you'd boarded a helicopter for a joyride into Nevada. Oh wait, no, you were chasing down an executive by the name of Taylor Vicari.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And apparently that man is dead.
Unfortunate.
You passed through 4 jurisdictions on the way, causing us to have to smooth a lot of ruffled feathers down, Straker, which cost this precinct's budget.
I mean, to be fair, it was our day off.
To be fair, you signed an overtime agreement and never backed out of it. Now, the department has decided to post hoc do the paperwork to smooth over a hot pursuit of a suspect, which will mean you won't have a criminal record in the NUSA, but it is costing us a lot of money to bribe officials into agreement.
I'm sorry.
Sorry? Well, you're not getting paid for your last week's work now, and that's, I'm afraid, just a drop in the bucket. Would you like to know what... that's not relevant. I do want to know what happened and why on earth you did this. Does it have anything to do with the assassination plot against Hardridge?
Somewhat, yes, but not directly. I will go over things. I will be completely honest with her.
So you maintain that Vicari was illegally extorting people into effectively dollhouse contracts?
Yes.
I don't know if that violates Speedball League rules, but if it does, that would be a crime. We'll have to check. If it is a crime, they might sanction his, what happened to him. If you have any evidence of this... No, I know that noise, never mind. I'll ask Barrows.
Yeah, that would be best.
Right, you can go wait in my office.
Yeah.
I will talk to the other girls and then Barrows.
Of course. On the way out, I'll just say to Vivek, it's like, I have to meet Strong in her office, so I'm going there. Good luck.
She does not like me. So, there's Barrows in the office with you. On the desk is the NCPD internal newsletter, which only gets pushed around at lieutenant rank or higher. Are you reading it?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
a renegade maverick recently. Let's read them.
Okay, there's basically 2 articles per side, so you might want to give Brendan the shorter ones.
Otherwise, we'll never get through
I
it all.
would do part 1 on each page, if that makes sense. NCPD internal newsletter arresting articles. It's actually pretty straightforward. 113th Precinct strikes back towards doom.
Slides back. Strikes back is good. Slides back is bad.
With officers such as Rook Castle, John Barrows, Vincent Straker, Percival Kent, and Previ Astadoria. The 113th Precinct has enjoyed a steady movement away from failure and doom, and the people of Watson have begun to rest a little easier. But over the last few days, things have turned a disastrous way for them. 3 officers, Vincent Straker, Babette Renard, and John Barrows, have engaged in a dubiously legal hot pursuit of a subject across 3 different jurisdictions, all without proper paperwork filed in advance.
Minerva's going to be so bad.
Leaving the NC... You broke so many rules! Oh, I'm so glad you didn't bring me with you! We couldn't. You were already on report from last time. Leaving the NCPD to play catch-up with them. This coincided with another attack on the precinct, damaging all of the vehicles and the motor pool before the suspects were detained. She can't blame me for that. I wasn't even in the state.
Actually, she's pleased because the car you stole wasn't destroyed in the attack, and therefore they still had one.
Nice.
Yeah. NCPD's officers have even had to retreat from engagements whilst on patrol, as gangs such as the Rogue Cons, Iron Sights and Tiger Claws have proven to be too much of a force for the NCPD to overcome. Well, yeah, if they're all pulling shit at once, that's not surprising.
Just because we weren't there.
This has caused a loss of public confidence in the 113th. What, you think they got wind that we were not in the city, so they're like, let's act up now?
This reflects the idea of player agency. While the players do good, then things go... It's like, Rand fighting what they all thought was the Dark One in the sky over Tomad Head. It's like, if he does well, the armies do well.
Plus, they would have all been tired and overworked from looking for us.
Mm-hmm.
And that means fewer tip-offs and less cooperative citizens. We asked Officer Minerva Lowell on the record. Straker and Barrows are hot-headed and rash. They want to do the right thing, but don't stop and think about the follow-on consequences of their actions. This can be good. We wouldn't have saved Mr. Ryan if we'd stopped to have a think. And it does mean they can get the jump on a lot of situations. But it does mean they jump into things way over their heads that causes us in the department to have to do a lot of work to smooth over. She ended referring to the thousands of Eurodollars the NCPD has had to spend to soothe the ruffled feathers of the Noosa Police Department. Why? Because the NCPD has credible intelligence that Taylor Vicari is engaged in extortive hiring practices and illegal prostitution. While Straker, Renard and Barrows may be due a reprimand by their superiors, it is important for the NCPD to show solidarity against the predatory Noosa. Thusly, the official word is the NCPD will complete the paperwork and finances needed to sanction post-hoc pursuit of this man.
Ooh, Militech. Let's have a look at the Militech Perseus. Militech designed the Perseus with the rise of cyberpsychosis in mind, not to mention the occasional need to shoot through an engine block. I think this is the description of the weapon. The weapon is an 11-shot revolver with a 4-arm brace. Well, that makes it way too dangerous. And ample venting ports. The vents, plus built-in proprietary compensators, allow for the weapon to be discharged without a cyber limb to handle the recoil. What recoil Militech couldn't reduce, they decided to make use of, recapturing the excess kinetic energy to prepare the gun to fire again, enabling the weapon to exceed its initial rate of fire when fired continuously. Only the initial alpha test production run was ever manufactured, as the weapon was deemed too expensive to produce by Militech. Due to the low quantity made and the general lack of desire owners have in parting with one, this hand cannon is extremely hard to find. This often drives the price for available units remarkably high. The ability of this weapon to actually increase its rate of fire makes this a must-have weapon, but rarity has put paid to the idea that every cop should have one. However, poor quality Night City knockoffs have risen to the occasion, and yes, availability of these cheap knockoffs is not nil. You probably even want one. But what do you look out for to spot these counterfeits over the real deal, should you encounter one in the field? As evidence, or such. You can't tell, with many of them without disassembling the slide and barrel for cleaning, at which point the cheaper internals will show. These cheap bits are can probably be replaced too, but you end up spending as much as the full proper version. Worth it if you have the time. I had my hand over the bottom right, so we need to put more boobs in these newsletters.
I also love that they've put members of the NCPD in the lettering of NCPD on the second page. Should we continue employing crooks? With staff shortages on the rise, what's a precinct commander to do? You can watch as one by one your officers fail and are not replaced, or employ crooks, like we have been doing. Hey there, repeat offender, want to turn your life around? Want to be on the other side of the line? All you have to do is be a good boy and you get a license to have a gun and throw your weight around. What kind of crook would that appeal to? The quiet boy who just made a mistake, or the powerman corruption tended kind? It's the second one. The new figures are out from the IA, and it seems the redemption program is in big trouble, with unacceptable bribery and mumping way back over spec amongst the ex-con demographic, with active ignorance of crime spiking in that group too. Disturbingly, there are even a number of cases of active betrayal in the redemption project officers. The problems
That's your entire night staff, by the way.
And problems can be solved. Proponents of the program say with better screening we can cut this back to regular officer levels of corruption. But who has time for that? The NCPD is currently facing an all-time manpower shortage, a fact we have managed to keep from the general public. A miracle of miracles, the media. NCPD has no other choice than to recruit outside of the applicant pool, and standards must be lowered again as the paycheck is not very attractive to most people. Similarly, the community service program is of limited appeal, with only short-term contracts for temporary officers who often need as much watching as they're providing to the public. Seems to be no good answer, and the suggestions to privatise policing are becoming more attractive to the council. As NCPD officers, we all know how much we've struggled to keep corporate talents out of the police department, and we all know how much they've failed. In this time, is this the time to roll over and surrender? The answer from high up seems to be that the 113th precinct in Watson fails. We give in to corporate interests. So the answer seems to be, like all things these days, all about the Watson development.
No pressure. Actually, no, that's not true. Lots and lots of pressure.
Militech, again. Militech Mastiff SMG. 1,000 eddies, very expensive. The Militech Mastiff SMG was designed to punch holes in doors to help breach and then follow up with a burst of bullets. Each Mastiff comes with an instruction video showing how useful the shotgun feature is. Some bastard dicked out in far too much gear shoots hinges off doors and goes wild inside a room, dumping their whole mag. The top section of the Mastiff is a submachine gun, while the lower is a pump-action shotgun with a bottom-feed chamber. The magazine for the SMG fits between the trigger of the SMG and that of the shotgun. Because the Mastiff is primarily sold to police departments, thousands have leaked into night markets thanks to widespread corruption. And I'll just do the last bit. Be aware...
Be aware that for some reason the 113th Precinct is assisting Marshal Eulogy Stone with her undisclosed mission in Night City. However, she still has a bounty on her head and officers are encouraged to cash it in. The official position of the NCPD is neutrality on the Council's bounty.